It took 20 days for us to cross the Pacific, and we are in Port Taioha'e, Nuku Hiva, Marquesas Islands, French Polynesia. At first I wanted to give you just information about Nuku Hiva, where shops, restaurants, but in this case you will miss all of the beauty of this island. And so you will see two more parts about this unique island. In this part we will show you our hotel, very interesting hotel where we stayed, things to see. In next part will be about where to shop, where to eat, and also things to see.
Even though our reason for taking this trip was to sail across the Pacific and not so much to go to Nuku Hiva and the Marquesas Islands, nonetheless, seeing Nuku Hiva was something that we really looked forward to, and it definitely was not a disappointment. The island of Nuku Hiva is a unique place. We wish we had time to see the rest of the Marquesas, but we're just glad we got to see this particular island. It is the largest of the group. The Marquesas are 750 miles from the nearest population center, which on itself is Tahiti. The Marquesas are not well populated. I think all of the Marquesas have somewhere about 20,000 people. The island of Nuku Hiva, a little over 3,000, half of whom are in the town of Taioha'e, which is the port and the capital of the entire Marquesas Islands group. That's where we anchored in the bay. Taioha'e is an interesting little place. There isn't a lot to see or do there. There are very few restaurants. What there are not particularly good, and often it seems not open either. So it isn't a great place for restaurants. It isn't a great place for hotels, although there are some. All are pretty much what I think you would call in the basic category, except perhaps one that's very expensive. We didn't get to see it, but I understand that it is there, and we did walk nearby.
We reserved the room in the hotel not far from the dock, this hotel. We reserved our 3 nights hotel in advance, but we decided to stay in Nuku Hiva 3 more nights before the reservation. And the hotel did not have availabilities, but they gave us a room with a shared bathroom in this house. The owner of this house, the family lives over there, and here our room with a living room. Ben is there already, with a big kitchen, and we have some TV. We have one TV, and for 3 nights we are going to stay here. There is a room, nobody is in this room will be tonight, maybe tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, and it has actually a big shower that we are so happy to see, and the toilet. Of course it will be shared, but what can we do? It is very difficult to find the hotel here. And our room looks very simple, not too much cabinets to put our stuff, so everything is on the floor. But it has the air conditioner, and of course, if you compare with the boat space, it looks good. It is our hotel, our room, and it is our neighborhood. Bonjour. Look at this tree. Probably you will think, what an odd place to stay in the hotel. What a strange place.
Do you hear chickens?
It is, however, a place where you can get a feel for the Polynesian lifestyle, for the way these people live in very isolated circumstances, and frankly, you can get a feel for the values and pluses of that lifestyle as well. I think the climate in Nuku Hiva is probably about ideal. It's pretty hot, but it's not overwhelmingly so, not like Florida in the summertime. There's a cool ocean breeze usually, and for the most part, it's very pleasant. It's a very nice climate, and it's one of the many advantages of the Marquesas. But if you notice the people and the way that people live and behave toward one another and toward us also, they're very gentle, it seems. They smile a lot. It seems to be a very laid back and low stress lifestyle. And if you talk to the people, as we did, a few of them, about what they think of their island and their islands and what they think of their lifestyle, they're proud of it. They like living this way and they don't want to live somewhere else.
What does it say, my love? Attention.
Watch out for the dog.
Many dogs are there.
Actually, we like this little quiet place, and we were ready to spend 3 nights here like we were told. But
After we spent one night in the hotel I showed you before, very remote hotel, they put us in the main building. It is a main building. There is a second story. We are supposed to get this room, but it is occupied, and they gave us the inner room. It is not occupied right now. We have our own place right here with beach lounges, with beach chairs. Here we have our own fridge. The sink is not working, but the room is very dark. It has a big bed, and the window goes not outside, it goes in the laundry room. But you see, no furniture. Everything is on the floor. Almost everything is on the floor. But we have our own bathroom. And actually big bathroom. Chickens are everywhere. It is our dining area. Not dining actually, breakfast area. And the fridge for everybody. There is a TV. Our room doesn't have TV. The kitchen. In the microwave, you can cook your dinner if you want to. It is a reception.
but very difficult to find somebody who is sitting here because the hotel and the taxi and island tour and rental car runs one big family, and they are working all the time. They are not sitting in the office. It is, by the way, the house of the owner of the hotel. He lives there.
It rained just a few seconds ago. Today it rained probably 5 or 6 times already.
But last 3 nights we spent in the room with the balcony. Actually, it was great. So we moved 3 times in the same hotel, but it's okay. By the way, this young man is the owner of the house where we stayed first night, and he's a taxi driver, and he's working here. He's a part of the family. He served the breakfast as well.
I think I said there is free breakfast in this hotel. Everything is ready for breakfast. And the bird is waiting for it as well.
The breakfast is very simple but really nice. Some of this stuff they bake and bring from the owner's house. We noticed you have coffee, you have tea, you have fruit and some pastries. I think it was a nice breakfast and even pancakes.
Crepes.
You remember in our previous video I showed you the information center. So we bought a ticket there for this night.
It was the event that evening was a fundraiser, and it included dinner and a show. The show involved lots of dancing on the part of local groups and local teenagers and so forth. And it was an event to raise money for teenagers on the island to go on some sort of educational trip, school trip, I think.
Like we said that we bought a ticket in advance, and you have to buy a ticket in advance because they have to prepare a table for a certain amount of people. And this table was even on my name for 7 people. And in the beginning, everybody was singing, we don't know what it is, what this song about, but we understood like maybe it is like a national anthem of French Polynesia or Marquesas Islands. Anyway, it was a nice song. Of course, then there was food and dancing.
C'est-à-dire, c'est super bon. À base de...
few trails in Taioha'e. One of them is the East Bay, 4.3 miles long roundway.
Biggest one of all.
It is the trail we are walking with the people from New Zealand and with sailing people from the US. We met them in the town, and now unexpectedly we met them here on the trail. It's a nice trail.
I think I've seen one or two of the videos.
It is the road. More. We reached the edge of this town, and I think they built like guest houses for tourists, but right now I don't see anybody around. Nobody's here. Maybe it is for the future, I don't know. But nice houses, look. But look, they built houses like mobile homes in the US, only a little bit different. They based on these concrete blocks. By the way, majority of their houses are like this. Of course, this is new. Hey, there is a dog. Maybe somebody lives there. It's a nice view from here.
You can see many horses here on island. Some of them are wild, but some belong to the people, and apparently it is like a transportation. Not everybody has cars, but it is a cheap way to go around the island, and even
Bonjour.
they take you to your workplace.
Of the intersection. There is the cathedral. There is some food. Many cars are here. It's Sunday. People are attending the church. I think the only cathedral.
The only cathedral in all of the Marquesas Islands.
All the Marquesas Islands, it's the only.
The Marquesas are I think the Catholics call it a diocese, which means it has a bishop. And the bishop resides at the cathedral. So this is the cathedral for all of the Marquesas Islands. There are churches on other islands, many of them, but this is the only cathedral. the Catholic Church is as true all around the world, has allowed local congregations to change the service in some ways to make it more local and less European. So the music here, for example, was very much Polynesian music. Even though it's Catholic service, it was Polynesian religious music, which is more appropriate for the local audience.
And it is probably his grave.
By the way, we noticed in Nuku Hiva that mostly people are wearing flip-flops everywhere, even to the church. Only maybe nicer than for every day. But flip-flops. Of course, it is warm here. Why do you have to wear shoes?
She has another pair for every day.
If you want to know more about Nuku Hiva, next time we will show you the rest of the island. We will show you restaurants and grocery stores and prices. You will be surprised to see the prices.